Seriously? You want me to make you one? I can't make you one, but I can teach you how to draw one. Okay, my paper is turned vertical and I'm just using a regular pencil to draw. I'm going to start off by drawing the top of the head, make it curved. Kind of like an oval. You want to start off drawing light because we'll be changing some things as we go, and it's easier to erase parts if it's light. Okay, and then this slants down in. Okay, and then we're going to make the nose and the mouth. I'm going to curve around here on the outside, curve out like that, and then in the center it's going to go up or down and over, up and over and down, something like that. Okay, then I'm going to go back up here and I want to draw the eyes. Draw one there and one here, about the same size and shape, just going opposite directions. Curve for the pupil and the iris are kind of together in this picture, so just a curved circle underneath. Then let's make a shape for the nose. I'm going to come down here so it's kind of even where this indentation is on either side. I'm going to make an oval, kind of at the top, starts at the top of that and curves down and around. This is for the nose. And then for the nostrils on the nose, I'm going to make a curve. Pretty good sized curve on either side. I want to go back and make the ears. And we're going to start right about here on the left. It curves out and around and down. Almost looks like a leaf or like a curved triangle. Comes back up to pretty close to where I started there. Same thing on the other side. Just going the other direction. This side I'm going to start on the inside. So I'm coming down from the top just a little and I curve down and out and over. And I want it to come down about as far as I did on this side. And then curves out. Again, looks kind of like a leaf or just like a rounded triangle shape. Okay, then down below this curve here, I'm going to make a tongue sticking out. And then I'm going to go ahead and make the shape of the body. I'm going to start right under here and curve out and down. Kind of slant out a little and curve down like a bottle shape. Okay, and then I'm going to show where the legs are here on the side. I'm going to come in just a little and draw a second line here, kind of going the same direction as this outside line. I want to go down past the bottom, actually on both sides. Let's do that on the right side too. And I can erase inside of the legs here, this bottom curve here where the stomach is. Okay, next I want to make shapes for the feet, and I'm going to go back and make toes here in just a minute. So we're going to start off with just a outside kind of curve. I'm going to make it a little bit big. Always heard it said that a puppy will grow into their feet. So if they have really big feet, they'll be a really big dog. Go ahead and draw the outside edge for those. I'm going to come up here and draw just above where the inside of the arm is. I'm going to come up above that and make a curve on the outside for the haunch and the back leg on the outside. And same thing over here. And then we'll draw the back foot down here. A little bit smaller and a little bit higher up to show that it's farther away. We don't see all of it either. The front of the body overlaps. It covers up part of it. Okay, and then just a little bit of a tail sticking out here on this side. Okay, one more thing. I want to draw a collar. I'm going to start up here kind of where these two parts meet right here. I'm going to start right about in there, and I'm going to make like an oval shape here, but you won't see all of it. I'm going to curve out and around and then stop at the cheek here. Come over to the other side like it continues and make the other part of the curve over here. I'm making the collar just a little bit big so they'll emphasize this as a little dog. Okay, then I want to make the sides of the collar and the bottom of the collar. Okay, now where it overlaps the body, I can go ahead and erase inside there. Overlaps the neck. And then here in the center, overlapping just a little bit of the edge here, just below the tongue, I'm going to make a big dog tag. Okay, and I can erase where that overlaps the bottom edge of the collar. Okay, now that I have everything kind of laid out where I want it to be, I'm going to go back in and start at the top and work my way down making the details and finishing this off. I'm going to start over here on this left ear. I want to erase where it connects to the body and erase any lines inside of it. And I'm going to start with the contour. I want to make the outside edge look fuzzy, so I'm going to make kind of a zigzaggy line all the way around the outside edge. Like that. And then I'm going to shade this in. Maybe a little extra shading down towards the bottom. Okay, I'm going to make these lines darker on the eye, outside edge, and the inside. Also, I'm going to put another line here across the bottom of the eye. And then I want to make a highlight, just a small oval in the bottom left. And then I'm going to darken in the inside of the eye here. And let's do the same thing to the other eye. Make my lines darker because they are where I'm going to leave them. I don't need to change them. Another line across the bottom of the eye here. And the highlight and shade it all in. Okay, then I'm going to make the top edge of the head look fuzzy, so I'll make a zigzag line across there, and in the middle I want to make a really long zigzag just to look like it's a hairdo. Change that a little bit. Okay, above the eyes I'm going to put just a little bit of a scribble like a eyebrows. Give some personality to our dog. And then on the right ear, I'm going to erase inside of it. Change the outside edge. Make it look like fur. And then shade it in. Not too dark, and then a little bit darker though on the bottom edge on the left. A little bit of extra shadow there. Okay, I want to change the outside of the face here. Now the face itself is fuzzy, but it's not quite as fuzzy as the ears. So just be a smaller zigzag. And you can do that all the way around the edge of the face. It's kind of a small zigzag. So it looks like fur, but it's not as shaggy as the ears are. Okay, the nose. I'll make that outside line darker. From one side to the other, then you do the inside of the nostril. The bottom of the nose there. And then let's do the line here on the inside of the nostril. Okay, the nose I want to shade in. It's going to be a little darker than the ears, but not super dark. When you get over to, we're going to leave a little highlight on the right side here. Just like that. So just leave it white here along this edge here. And then I'm going to shade inside the nose just a little bit too. Not a lot, but just a little bit inside there. Okay, then I want to put a line down the center of the tongue, not all the way down, just a little ways down. And I'm going to darken the outside of the tongue. Shade the tongue in so it looks a little bit like it's a different color, and then I'm going to shade darker towards the top because the mouth overhangs the tongue just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to draw another curve inside of the collar here, and I'm going to darken these other lines. I'm going to shade inside the collar. Same thing over here. Darken out the collar lines that we've drawn already. Okay, I'm going to add a little shading to the collar itself. And the top edge, make it just a little lighter than what you do at the bottom. Okay, on the collar tag here, I make a circle, half circle here, and then I want to make it look like there's a loop here that goes through and connects to the collar. So I'm going to make two curved lines coming out of that that also are connected at the bottom of them. I have to erase where they overlap the tag and then redraw my lines. A little bit of shading there under the tongue would be good, and then also shading inside that opening that the chain goes through, or the ring goes through. I want to make the outside edge darker. Okay, I want to add some fur to the bottom part of the body here, so I want to make some fur lines, zigzaggy lines. You do that on all of them. Even the tail. And underneath. Now the only place you don't do it on the paws. I'm going to start here on the paw. Let's start with the left one. I want to put a line up the center. We're going to divide this into toes, so I'm going to put a center line here. The bottom I'm going to curve down below what we've already drawn and make it go around. Kind of split the difference between the middle and the outside. And then I'll make another curve over here like this for the outside of the paw. Then I want to do the same thing going the other way. So there's a curve at the bottom, goes around and kind of divides from the middle to the outside into half. Okay, so you got 4 toes on each paw. Do the same thing over here on the right side. Curve down and then divide the middle between the two, the outside and the center. Okay, on the back paw, I'm just going to make one line, so I'm going to kind of divide that section up into 2. And then I do the outside. Same over here on the left. Line down between the outside and the inside, kind of divide that in half, and then make a second toe out here on the outside. Okay, I want to make it look like these feet are white, these paws are white, so I'm going to make a fur line here above the paw. Same in the back. And then just to make them look white, I could go back here and really lightly color the rest of the fur here, shade the rest of the fur in. Not too dark, but just really light. And then that way there's a difference in color between the paws and the body. Shade just a little bit underneath the paws, make it look like they're sitting on the ground here. Go ahead and clean up your drawing. Add color if you'd like to. And this is how I draw the puppy. If you have an idea of something you'd like me to teach you how to draw, just send me an email with that idea and I'll do my best to teach you. No copyrighted characters or material, please.